Okay, so we're doing another one of these game things.
Another one. This is checkers today we're doing.
We're doing checkers. So yes, I am Rick Reynolds, one of the hosts of the Intellivisionaries podcast,
I'm Ferg. I'm the host of the Atari 2600 Game by Game podcast.
and you have already covered checkers in your podcast, correct?
Yes, I have covered both versions of checkers that were released. One by Atari and one by Activision, and the one we're doing today is the Activision version because it looks better than the Atari version does. I need to compete somehow with Intellivision.
All right. So we'll set these two systems against each other and checkers and see how that goes. I will get mine started. Oh, I guess before we get started, I have to communicate a weirdness that we found when testing this out. Both the Atari version and the Intellivision version of checkers insist that the player that's playing against the computer is always got the bottom pieces
Right.
on the screen, which means then that if we give the Intellivision the white pieces and the Atari has the non-white pieces, then when you look at it on the Intellivision, the whites are at top, but on the Atari, the whites are on the bottom, or vice versa, depending on how they work.
Yeah.
And so the upshot is that as we're playing this game through a video, it seems like the board keeps flipping over and over every time we switch screens.
Right.
So the solution to that I came up with was just to flip the Intellivision screen upside down. So thankfully, Joe Zabicek, who is the author of the Intellivision emulator that I use, was kind enough to add a mode that is literally going to let me flip the video upside down, and we're going to use emulation on both ends of this one because of that.
It's very cool. Is that a per game thing, or is that for the whole, for anything you plug in, any game, turning it upside down?
It is a video output mode
Okay, so it's for,
of the emulator.
not that you would want to play everything upside down, but
Right. I think
yeah,
it's the only game I'm going to want to play upside down.
right. And Rick didn't mention that he also has to hold the controller upside down in order to play.
Yeah, it seems like the simplest way to do this is instead
Yeah,
of holding the controller this way, we'll flip it over like this, and then
right.
the moves will look the same.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, it's all by emulation, but I thought I'd point out I do have it. It's right here. I have the
Yeah.
checkers with in all its the Intellivision box art for these games from the 1970s is a little funky.
Yeah, it's funky, but it's cool. I believe I
Uh,
had some sort of knight on the cover of the Atari one too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember.
Checkers, the game of kings, I guess.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
All right, well, cool enough. I will start my emulator in upside down mode.
All right.
I am now switching over.
So you should see the Activision checkers, and you'll see television checkers
Copyright
upside down.
1979
Yep.
and upside down. All right, so what did we decide? Intellivision goes first again?
Yes.
I think
The
we were.
television's the white pieces, and I have to switch the white pieces.
Okay, so
And I also have to
go.
pick the right game this time.
On the Intellivision, I'm going to tell it that the computer moves first, and we had found that the Intellivision has two skill levels,
Right.
and we had found that the higher skill level on the Intellivision was fine. It just doesn't really think that long in either one of them. So
Right. And I have 3 skill levels, and the high one takes a very long time, so we're going with medium for Activision.
Activision medium, Intellivision high.
Right. Now what's happening?
All right, so the Intellivision thinks it's moved, but maybe the Atari's trying to make a move too.
I don't know. Hang on a second.
Well, maybe
All
we
right.
start this again.
All right. I think. Okay. Hold on. I think I have to switch in the middle. All right. So I'm going to move for the Intellivision. And while it's thinking, I think I have to press
You're going to flip the colors now?
the difficulties after in the middle of the game. Yeah, I think that was the problem.
Okay. Well, then we don't have to restart. We're
Right.
ready to go.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So
All
it's
right, so that looks better.
yeah.
I need to make a move for the Atari. Actually, I need to quit talking so the Atari screen comes up. This one, correct?
Yep.
All right. And we're off.
That's right.
Intellivision has made its move. So it's just going to keep my screen on there unless you talk, you know.
Oh, okay. So it's an automatic jump. Sorry about that.
Okay. Automatic, yeah, of course, he's got a forced move.
Yeah.
We should probably mention that unlike the checkers that I played as a kid, you know, that some kid at school taught me, the real rules of checkers say you must jump if you have an opportunity, correct?
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't. That we played that way too. That you jump if you wanted to jump. You didn't have to jump. So I'm thinking, waiting for the screen to come back so you can see it.
Yeah. Atari likes to think with its eyes closed.
Yeah. All right. So you move the upper piece there.
Here?
Yep.
And of course, the television makes little goofy sounds. When
Yeah. Well, it's a lot better than what we got.
Just like it did with the Reversey video we did.
Yes.
Reversey Othello.
Right. All right. So you got an automatic jump up top there.
Forced move here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, you know, not being much of a checkers aficionado, forced jump as well.
Yep.
I don't think I realized that that was one of the rules, that you have to jump.
Yeah.
And you know, it explains why, you know, we got a little bit better at the game as kids. That the game got less fun because
you had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because nobody would jump, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
Since you know, we would protect our pieces and just play until someone more or less had to make a move that required
Yes.
a jump, and
Right.
it made the game seem pointless.
Yeah, yeah. So you move that bottom left piece there.
This guy, right?
Yep.
Knowing that you can force your opponent to make a move, you know, by offering him a piece, I mean, that changes the strategy significantly.
It does, yeah. All right. And a forced
Quick
jump.
move.
Yep.
Again, a forced one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know how big the Intellivision checkers game is?
Oh, that's a good question. I would think 4 or 8K.
Yeah.
It seems like something I should have looked up before we started.
Oh, that's all right. I was just curious. But I think the Activision is 4K. And you can really tell the difference between the systems with all the sounds that you guys have an extra sound channel, right? You have 3 sound channels, is that right?
Yes, the Intellivision main unit has 3.
Right.
Then the oh, you made a move. Where is it?
Yeah, top right or bottom right, top, whatever you want to call it. That one, yeah.
To here?
Yep.
Okay. So the Intellivision had the computer, the ECS, the Entertainment Computer System.
Right.
That is an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings 3 more voices of sound.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Of course, there aren't very many games.
We got stuck with 2.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Quick force jump.
Did you see that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. There aren't many games for the ECS because it came out like right before the crash.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it's kind of a disappointment from the technical perspective. Like they had something much more grandiose planned. You see that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a jump.
Yeah, I can see your board fine. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to be talking for me to see it.
Really?
Yeah.
You do need to talk for me to see yours.
Okay. I will talk.
Ooh, double jump.
Oh, wow. And I have to do it twice. I have to actually choose it again and double jump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ECS right before the crash, and but there's at least one homebrew game that has come out that detects if you've got the ECS plugged in, and if you do, it plays better sound.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
pretty cool. Yeah, that's cool. Do you see that move up top there?
Yeah, back row
Yeah.
to.
Right. Yeah, he's not going to make it.
That's good, right? He's sneaking his way out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that game is Space Patrol for the Intellivision.
What kind of game is that?
That is a Moon Patrol clone.
Oh, okay.
Really great.
Yeah.
Astonishing, actually, that it got what it got out of the Intellivision hardware.
Really?
Yeah. It really sounds and plays just like the original, and
Does it?
and then he added like other planets instead of just being on the moon. You were on
Wow.
Mars, a couple other planets that I'm not remembering. But basically a lot more levels and worlds and stuff.
It's pretty amazing what they can do now with the homebrews, that they know, if not all the tricks, most of the tricks. And they can squeeze so much more out of the system that they were able to do back then.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got, you don't have the market pressures now.
Yes, exactly. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So you got that top left or top right corner piece there.
Yeah, nobody has to worry about getting that game out before Christmas or we lose our shirt.
Exactly.
You just work on it until you like it.
Yeah.
That said, I mean, it is crazy amazing what they can do.
Yes.
And it's, a part-time effort, of course.
Right, exactly.
For most of these guys.
Yeah, and they don't really make much back on the games either, I don't think.
So he's just kind of sneaking up behind the guy?
Yep. Blocking the jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's like similar developments on the Atari side where these homebrew guys are just, pushing that hardware to its limits too.
There's some amazing stuff out now. There's a game called Juno 1st, actually. The No Quarter just did Juno 1st a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's really, oh man, it looks good. It's really nice.
I don't play a lot of Atari homebrew just because I'm kind of out of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And then Ed Freeze, the guy who did the Halo 2600, is doing a port of Rally X, which is kind of surprising. It was never on the Atari in the first place, but I guess it was just too impossible to do on there. But it looks really good.
the challenges of Rally X, would that have to do with like whole screen scrolling? Is that hard on the Atari?
Probably that, yeah. And well, they did radar in a lot of other games, so. Oh, I got an automatic jump there.
Yeah, force jump.
And then
I dare say the Atari will have to come right back.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Seems like the Atari got one extra piece right now.
Yeah. I can't remember what the Atari version looks like, but your checkerboard looks like an actual checkerboard, red and black squares.
Yeah, I don't know why they chose blue for
No,
maybe with red pieces it would just be too hard to see.
and I don't know, maybe. But why choose red? I mean, I always play with black and white pieces, I think, if I'm remembering right. I don't remember red and white. Or maybe black and red.
I think I remember black and red
Black and red, yeah.
pieces. But of course you've got
White and red.
but a blue board.
Blue board, yeah.
I've got blue pieces and
Weird.
a red board.
Okay, what happened there? Oh, I see. This one down here, right?
Yeah, that kind of
Up
little
there.
Yep.
Lamb to the slaughter, I guess.
Yeah, somebody's taking them.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, across the
Yep.
diagonal here. This Intellivision guys, Mattel must have had some affinity for that weird bumbly music sounding or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Why is he moving up there? I guess sacrificing one to get the other. So, forced jump there.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
The forced reply.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, holy!
Whoa!
Triple jump.
Holy cow!
I'm only half paying attention to this. I didn't even see that.
I didn't either. Choose it again. Choose it again. Wow.
Big move.
Nice.
And it's back to even.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so the top right. That kind of frees up the board for
I'm going to see some kings soon. I think.
everybody, yeah, to get kings.
Yep.
Now, what's your king designation?
It just puts a dash on it.
That's it? Okay.
Let's see what yours is. Ooh, the double.
Oh, the double, yeah. And the Atari one shows a king symbol, if I'm remembering right.
A crown or something? Or
A crown, yes. A king symbol. Oh, boy. Oh, coming after me.
it's coming in. It's got a king, and he's not afraid to use it.
No.
Since you mentioned No Quarter, did you listen to their episode this week?
I just got it this morning, I think. I haven't listened to it yet.
Okay, I won't.
Sorry, Charlie, is it?
Yeah, Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I've never heard of that game.
So, okay, he's running, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have listened to it, and I will not say anything more.
Okay.
I'll just say to viewers, that one's going to be worth checking out.
The Sorry, Charlie?
Yeah, the Sorry, Charlie episode.
Okay.
Okay, it's going.
So, yep.
Running away again.
Running away.
I think on this one, I think the Activision wins for best looking, game and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. No offense, of course.
I mean, the king just looks a lot more impressive with the double piece stack thing.
Yeah. But I like the sounds on yours, of course. This is Atari's nothing. The Atari version I think it sounds worse than this one.
So this game is silent. It's just not. It's not that it's just not patching the sound through the Google thing.
No, it's making some noises, but not very much.
Okay.
Like each time I move the cursor, it makes a noise, and then when I select it, it makes a louder noise of the same noise. So.
Okay. You had to do some tricks on my Mac to get the sounds to come through the Google.
Yeah. Did you see it?
Right here, correct?
Yep, yep.
I wonder how long the end game is going to be on this thing.
Yeah. Because we're all going to have kings, probably.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Yeah. Okay, there's one king now.
All right. And he went to the left, correct?
Yes.
All right. Two kings. A king each and two pieces.
Yes.
Tied in the terms of material, but maybe the Intellivision has slightly better.
Yeah, you got my guy blocked up there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can move from behind and force you to move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured he'd be moving the king first.
Coming after it. Coming after it.
Yeah.
I know so little about like checkers gameplay theory or anything.
Yeah, there's a surprising amount of it, but yeah, like you, we didn't play with force jumping when we were kids, and
Yeah, and that's a real shame because there is a good bit of depth to it.
there is, yeah.
Not as much as chess, but if you're playing it correctly, there is actually some depth to it.
Yeah.
And like I say, as a kid, I just thought it was boring.
That was a weird move.
Boxing him in, I guess. He's on the run. Is Atari thinking?
Now it is.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear my little disc tap, tap, tap?
Yes.
That's for anybody out there that thinks that, we're doing as much with true controllers,
Right.
much true hardware as we
Right,
possibly
yeah.
can.
Yeah, yeah. So I moved down to the right, the king.
Okay. There's at least some audio proof that I'm using an Intellivision controller.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really hear my joystick.
Yeah. And
King?
king me.
Okay, he's thinking. King's moving.
He's doing some kind of cha-cha there.
Yeah.
We were just there a minute ago. He's, I guess he's hoping that checker on the border there is going to have to move, but I don't think it has to move yet.
No, it doesn't. I wish the guy up at the top left would try to chase the king out of the way, but I don't know if it's going to do that. I was playing it earlier today when I had kings. The computer would just kind of like move back and forth, like you said. So I don't know. We might be here a while. All right, so the white king moves up to the left.
You hadn't done that before.
No.
I mentioned this in the Reverse the Othello video, but again, the size of the Intellivision board is almost certainly due to the 8x8 tiled squares that are the primitives of the Intellivision background.
Right. Okay, still thinking. And the king moves back. That's weird.
Cha-cha. He's got to protect that piece somehow. Either make it run or block from behind. And the block.
Yep. All right. The White King moves back.
The one
Oh
thing that
boy.
occurs to me, Othello and Reversi can't take long because
Right.
you come aboard.
Yes.
If these two computers can't figure out they ought to make a draw, I don't know what we're going to do.
I know. I know. I guess they're programmed more for self-preservation than sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's
Okay.
got to
Yep.
go for a kill
We
here.
move the king up to the left, so he's got to move.
I feel like I've seen this position before.
Yes.
If the Intellivision blocks again, I don't know how many iterations we're going to let this thing go.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Okay.
did something different.
Good. Good.
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. It's a good thing we cut the thinking time down on the Activision. All right, so now he's moving back.
Back here, correct?
Yes.
It's not quite temporary secretary.
No.
Kind of a lower register, not quite bongo drums. Oh boy.
All right. Getting
On his
another
way to
king.
Kingtown.
Yep. Okay. It's thinking. White king moves back up to the right.
He can't move the other two. He's kind of stuck there. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. As soon as I clack, clack, clack with my controller, it puts the Intellivision screen back on, and I don't know where to move it.
Oh, I got you. I got you. Okay. All right. That was weird, but
Yeah, see, again, I don't know anything about the theory of this thing. I think I would have gone, just go ahead and grab that third king and be done with
yeah.
it.
Yep. And the white king moves down to the right.
Yeah, I think the Atari's just biding its time. It's going to looks like it's going to come down to can the Intellivision algorithm, box that with two kings, box that one king into a corner and
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's your king.
ka-ching. Because he's in the Intellivision, you just leave that leftmost blue king standing there.
Right.
Although I guess it dawns on me if the Atari could sacrifice one of those
It
to
doesn't
allow
look like
them
it's.
to make a run.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to though. So the white king moved down to the left. Back and to the left.
Back to the left.
To the left.
I've not seen that movie in a while, but certain lines stick with you.
Yes.
And this may be morbid, but one of the lines that stuck with me for years was John Candy going, "Now Kennedy's as dead as this crab meat." Something about his outrage,
Yeah. Okay, so up and to the right. White king.
I mean, at this point, it looks like as long as the Intellivision doesn't make a blunder of some kind, it's kind of got the Atari boxed in.
Yeah.
It's thinking.
Yeah, it's taking a long time.
This might be thinking deeply.
Okay. I just had a thought. I'm with the Retro Junkies network that I'm on.
Uh-huh.
We're doing a Extra Life charity thing in October.
I think I heard you mentioning that, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't signed up yet. I have to sign up. Don't know why I'm waiting so long because I like to procrastinate. You see that it's down to the right, yeah.
Down to the right, yeah.
So I just thought that we could play a chess game for 24 hours.
You and me.
Yeah.
Wow. Just said it. Well, I can tell you, I know Intellivision will think that long if you let it.
Yeah. Like 3 moves, 24 hours.
3 moves.
Oh, yeah. That'd be a fun watch.
Yeah, I can just see it. That's one of those things that, you run a charity and people check in from time to time. They don't watch it.
The whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're splitting it up into chunks, though. We're each going to take a certain amount of time between all the podcasts that are on the network. So
there'll be somebody playing something 24 hours a day throughout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I always wanted to do something like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, down to the left again.
So when are those dates?
I think it's October 25th, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. So it's a good bit away.
It's a ways away, yeah.
Okay. Give you time to get sponsors and stuff.
Yeah. And sign up. Once I sign up, then I can get the sponsor. Procrastination is not the friend of a podcaster. All right.
Okay.
The end game coming soon.
I think that's a strong position there, yeah.
Yeah.
So we know where he's got to move.
Yeah. And he does, up to the right.
And the Intellivision can jig that same piece, and they can keep going back and forth, this little cha-cha thing.
Oh, that's true.
Or is the Intellivision going to be smart enough to bring in the other king and pin him down? I don't know. Ooh.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I think the Atari needs to get off that wall.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he'll do, though, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Up to the left.
So he can't move to the 2 squares to his left. He's only got the 2 squares to the right.
Right.
At this point. Intellivision must not move its piece. The top king diagonal right.
Yeah.
Because that would give him a... That would be the blunder I spoke of earlier.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the Atari does.
Where he can't go.
Goes back. Yep. Back to the right.
Okay. I don't know how thrilling this one is compared to the Othello. I think more people might understand this game than Othello. Do you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But checkers endgame is, I don't know.
Plus the computing was a lot different between the Atari and the Intellivision for the Othello.
Right. We don't really know. I didn't look up a source or anything to find out what kind of algorithm the Intellivision does. But you'd mentioned the Atari was using just patterns.
Pattern recognition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's my go. All right. See, I guess he's going to go down, right? Down
as opposed to some kind of a look ahead.
Down to the left.
Yeah. He can't go. He can't go
anywhere else. Yeah. All right.
Does this look familiar? I hope it's not familiar. Please be slightly different than what we saw before.
Yeah.
And
All right, back up to the right.
Television needs to move that other king down.
Yeah.
To box this in and end this sucker.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Not what I wanted to say.
No. Okay, let's see.
Now we know where the Atari's going.
Yeah, back down.
Like I say, if we have two computers that are too dumb to know they need to call it a draw, we might have to start the 50 move count like you get in chess for the stalemate.
Oh, I didn't know they had that.
I don't know if it's like a tournament league thing, like professionals or whatever.
Yeah.
There is kind of a concept, at least in like chess club play or whatever, that if you're playing against a player and it's this kind of situation where it's just moving the king around,
right,
and you are not able to checkmate that king in 50 moves, then they call it a stalemate. Like it's not so much that it's a real stalemate in the sense of there's no legal moves, but
right.
You've demonstrated you can't checkmate him. I don't know how official that rule is. I probably should know, but I've done some reading on chess.
Have you?
But not checkers, like I said. If he jigs that piece, if he does the jig back up again, we might have to call it. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, something different.
Oh, good. Okay.
Thank goodness. This video might have an ending after all.
Yes. All right, so it moves up to the left.
We're seeing new things today.
Yeah.
I don't know if when you did the research for the checkers, did you get any kind of feel or information about the kind of the kind of environment we were in there that who thought this was a good idea?
Checkers on a video game?
Yeah, like Othello and checkers. Chess I kind of get.
Yeah.
And maybe checkers. We've talked a little bit earlier about how there is some depth to the game, but
well, you saw the back down to the right, the king. I think I did mention on the show that I would rather play checkers on an actual board with actual pieces than on the Atari or any system for that matter. But yeah, I see your point though. It would be hard to find. It might be harder to find somebody who could play chess against you than it is to find somebody to play Othello or checkers, which are a lot easier to pick up.
And like I don't know a lot about the back library catalogs of other game systems of the time, but oh gosh. But like card games and board games and things like that as translated into a video game system to today's sensibilities seems really bland.
Yeah. So you see up to the left there.
I assume there are checkers games for iOS and Android and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's got to be. I think I have one that came with this Mac.
Oh my.
Back into the right again. Oh boy.
I didn't pay attention to when we started this thing. I wonder how long we're into this.
I don't know. Yep, back to the right. Welcome to hour 3 of the Intellivision versus Atari checkers match.
And the two idiots who keep inputting the moves for them. You know, I guess if you have a strong AI player to play against, then it makes some sense. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, all right.
a different move than
Let's
we
see.
saw before.
Oop. Let's see what happens.
These may be my biases about.
Uh-oh. All right, down to the left.
This may be my biases about. Like I say, I never found checkers that compelling. Maybe because I didn't play it correctly. But I just can't see that is a cartridge I would have ever asked for Christmas.
Right. Oh,
it's in the end game.
Yeah.
Here it comes. This is what we were talking about before. When you can employ the strategy of since he must jump, therefore.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Force jump.
Yep.
Yep. Nothing necessary there.
So what's the poor Atari going to do now?
Yeah.
Lose a piece.
Yep. Lose both pieces.
So you move this one, right?
Yes, the top one.
That's what I'm saying. When he moves up here, television's got to jump it, and then you can move that other piece out.
And then television will jump that too. And that's the end.
Not right away, right?
All right. This should be it. Oh, it's going backwards.
Yeah, you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Upside down.
You're right.
Who's upside down here?
Okay.
So he's going to make a run now,
Yeah.
for the king. I wonder if the hoping, guessing the Intellivision's lower king can hit him off. He's going to chase him.
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't look like he's got more than 5 moves left in him.
Oh, what am I doing here? All right.
Well, nobody ran away with it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so down to the left. Oh, I like how the pieces on the side that you can tell the kings too. That's cool.
Yeah, I guess they. Heck, we've been drawing it that way so far. Might as well keep it up.
Yeah.
I feel like I can predict the next handful of moves.
That's good.
So we know where he's going.
Yeah.
And I'm going to guess top king down to the left.
You think the Atari will put himself in the corner there, or the second one?
That'd be smart. I think we should go for more. Yep.
Okay.
The Atari should go to the right.
Yeah.
That gives him more escape options, even though they're.
Well, down to the left. Yeah.
Again, I don't know a lot about checkers theory, but it seems like there's better options going to the right.
Yeah.
King. It's all kings now.
Yeah.
The game of kings. Well, I mean, I was going to say, I think we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
He's only got one square to move to after this.
Bad move.
And it's all she wrote.
Okay.
All over the crying. Here we go.
Oh. Is that a raspberry?
Might have been a raspberry. You lose. Let's see if Atari says, you win.
No, the Atari doesn't do anything. That's it. Game over. No.
Great.
See, I can still move. I don't know what it is about.
Can
Yeah.
I move? No, I can't move.
I'm not sure why it does that.
Well, there it is.
Yep. Now it's over.
Wait, you could move one more?
I moved one more. Yeah, I don't know why I could do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's still no end of game movement,
No.
announcement.
Nothing.
Just there you go. It trusts you're the human. You know you won. Or you won. we don't need to talk about it really.
You need a good computer raspberry though. That was nice.
Funny. Well, it was getting a little weird in the middle there, but
Yes.
we finally
definitely.
did get to an end game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It seems like it makes me wonder if the Activision Level 3 could beat the Intellivision, because this was a pretty close game.
It was, yeah. Definitely.
I don't know if I want to sit long enough
Right.
to find out the answer to that question,
Yes.
but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
All right. And so should we announce other plans?
Yeah. And
Go ahead.
I'm going to be doing on my show video chess in 2 weeks. I think it was. Was it the 20? Oh, I can't remember what the date is, but 2 weeks from tomorrow is 2 weeks from. What's today's date? It's the 8th.
Today I've got the 8th, yeah.
Okay, so the 9th. So
This
the
is 22nd. In the April of 2014. Who knows when
Right,
you're watching
exactly.
this thing.
So April 22nd, 2014, we'll be playing a chess match. Intellivision versus Atari.
Yeah, we got a little research to do before then to
Yeah.
figure out what best settings to use and such.
Right.
Because I don't remember what the Atari's options were, but the Intellivision literally has an option to think forever.
Yes, the Atari does too.
Does it as well? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll just put them both on think forever and then have a stopwatch or something that says, okay, after some amount of time, just force it to move.
I don't think I can do that. I know you can, but I can't. I can't force it to move. I just have to wait.
Well, then it can't have a forever mode. It just has a long mode.
Yes, like I think it was an
Television
hour.
literally will think until you tell it to stop, and one of
Oh,
crazy.
okay. No, I think mine has a cap. It's 45 minutes or an hour or something like that.
Yeah, we could do 24 hours of chess. And,
Exactly. Yeah.
only do 12 moves each or something. Okay, so that'll be another video we're going to do chess and Intellivision versus Atari.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And I think after that we're going to have run out of things to do.
Yes. Yeah, those are the only ones we could do that.
I mean, we could obviously mix it up, try another round.
Right.
Let the Atari go first, see if
Yeah.
its algorithms are better. Try the other Atari checkers game.
If you want to do that. I was just going to ask if you wanted to try it.
I'm okay with doing it. I don't know if I want to do them back to back every night
Right.
for a week or something, but
Yeah, we'll see how Carol Shaw did versus Alan Miller. So.
yeah.
And there's more skill levels on there too. So, on the Atari version.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Ferg.
Thank you, Rick. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, if you've watched this and gotten this far, we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Check out both of our podcasts. The television areas, we're always doing deep dive on television issues, and Ferg's talking all about the Atari games.
Yep, every week.
If you like these systems, those are probably podcasts you might want to check out.
Yep, definitely.
All right.
All right.
And with that, we'll call it a night.
All right. Good night, Rick.